What's going on, guys? Coming at you guys with another video. Been seeing a lot in the comment section. Hey, you know, when are you gonna make another update video? When are you gonna make another video? So let me go ahead and make this one. I've been tossing this one around a lot in my head for the past. I actually have two video ideas. I want to go ahead and record this one and upload it, and I'll work on the second one. But I've been tossing and really rolling this around in my mind for probably, I want to say, the better half of the last 2.5 weeks or so. I think it's a question that people have asked, and it's not just about Walmart, but any company in general. And I feel like there's levels to this kind of question. So I'm gonna go ahead and, you know, jump right into it. There we go. That's better, so you guys can see me. Dude, kill your high beams, yo. Oh, hate that. Anyway, so I want to talk about, is Walmart the best company to drive for? Now, the reason this could be a very controversial, touchy topic, which I personally don't think it should be. I think that's I'm not going to take the liberty of painting with a broad brush talking about this topic. I think you have to consider a lot of stuff when you ask a question like that. And this what I'm going to talk about really applies to everyone in literally every company. There's a lot to unpack with this, so I'm going to get into it. Is Walmart the best company to drive for? I'm going to start by saying, from what I've noticed so far, from my coming up actually 4 years pretty soon, 4 years of driving semi-trucks, I've noticed that there's three types of companies. Now, y'all, I have a very broad audience that watches my videos. Please understand what I'm saying, and don't be one of those people that's like, well, technically this isn't. Hear what the fuck I'm saying, and just, you know, use a tad bit of common sense and just roll with it. I think there's three major types of companies that you can drive for. You can drive for a company that's over the road, like you know, Rail, ATS. You're over the road for weeks on end, however long you feel like being OTR. You have companies that are regional, like Walmart, where you basically work whatever schedule you're on, you know, 5 days or something, or, you know, or some even do it where you, like, you know, you stay in the southeast and you're working only, like, you know, a week and a half or a week or 2 weeks at a time. You know, you might leave on a Monday and you'll get home that next Friday for, you know, 2 or 3 days, regional. And you have local home daily companies, or companies that have an option where you're home daily. Those, in my experience, my 4 years of experience, those are really the big three that you're going to come across out here: home daily, regional, over the road, national, for an unspecified amount of time. So to answer the question, is Walmart the best company to drive for? I'm going to say that Walmart is the best company to drive for the type of company that it is. I don't think it's really fair and, you know, relatively wise to compare an over-the-road company to a home daily company, or a home daily company to a regional company that has you, let's say you work in 1 week like Walmart, you work 5 days on, 2 days off. I don't think it's really fair to compare those, because just like everything you should have in your life, everything in your life serves a purpose. And I think the purpose of each company or each type of company is relatively different. And I think the purpose of that each one of those companies serve in your life at the time that you work for them is different. Now here's why I say that. So I loved ATS. Somebody asked me in the comment section, do you like ATS better than Walmart? For certain things, yes. But you also have to understand ATS is an over-the-road company. Walmart is not an over-the-road company. Walmart's not even a trucking company. It's a retail company that has trucks. So, one, I do miss flatbedding and specialized and oversized life and stuff like that. Yes, I do miss doing that. But ATS served a purpose in my life for a specific season. You guys know, y'all have been rocking with me since I got my CDL. You guys know I have my kid. You guys know I have my family. And now, since my channel started, now it's Janisha, and who y'all have met before in the past, because I've actually done like a live with her before. I'm sure you guys remember the OGs of the channel. Y'all probably remember her from like way back in the day when I was actually driving 4Rail, the company I got my license through, and she came on the road with me. And y'all know, I'm pretty sure y'all heard me mention her throughout all the videos on YouTube. But where I was at a certain time in my life, ATS served a certain purpose. And now I'm at a place where I want to be able to have more of a home life where, I can spend more time with my family. I can make great money. You have that good home work-life balance. And that's where I'm at right now. So I think Walmart is the best company for a best regional company there is, because it serves a great purpose in my life. And anybody else, in my opinion, if you compare Walmart to other companies that are regional, you're going to get the most bang for your buck. The way that Walmart runs you'll have regional companies who'll say you'll be out for 5 or so days and you get a strict 34-hour reset at home. Then you turn the key in your truck. By the time that resets up, you need to be on duty pre-trip and get ready to hit the highway. Walmart doesn't do that. Walmart gives you a full 2 days off. And with that being said, it doesn't start like the second you clock out on your last day. Like, let's say, your off days are Tuesday and Wednesday. If you get done, let's say you hit the DC Monday at like 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and they're just like, hey, we're on wait time, we don't have any loads, you can go home if you want to. That's not when then you just basically have 2.5 days off. You have the rest of that Monday, all of Tuesday, all of Wednesday, and you go back to work Thursday morning. Like, that's a really sweet deal. A lot of companies are like, no, you get a strict 34-hour reset. And then you have a lot of companies that will pay you, an okay CPM because they know you're regional, and they're not going to really run you too many miles. Walmart pays you pretty good. You start off at 49.5 cents per mile, but you're going to run as many miles as you possibly can. Like, they're not going to dial it back on you and be like, oh, this dude's running way too many miles. Let's back off the throttle on him. Like, no, Walmart's not going to do that. As you can run as hard as you want for your 5 days that you're at work. If you're on a 5-2 program, you can run as hard as you want, and you're going to get activity pay, and sleeping in the truck, you get paid for that. Like, no other regional company's doing that. So that's the great thing. For a regional company, Walmart is the best in its class. That being said, like I mentioned a few minutes ago, I don't want to try to compare companies that aren't the same. So, and here's why I say that. Let's say somebody's like, well, let's compare ATS to Walmart. There have been times when I drove for ATS where my take home in 1 week was the same as what my take home would be in 1.5 pay periods for Walmart. So basically what I made in 1 week take home with ATS would take 3 weeks for me to take home in Walmart. So I mean, that's meant somebody was gonna be like, holy shit, like what? Yeah, I'm like, yeah, there are times I made really fucking good money at ATS. And it's over the road life. You guys who are watching my channel, y'all are aware that it's up and down, it's cyclical. Some weeks can be ridiculously high, and then sometimes you can just have shitty weeks back to back. But that's the nature of the beast of OTR. So Walmart, I've noticed I sit between a certain amount. I noticed that I'm going to probably gross about $17 to $19, maybe $2,000 a week, every single week. That's where I'm going to sit at. Over the road, it's all over the place. I've had some weeks where I gross stupid high, multiple weeks on end, and then there are times when I've gone out and launched out, and like literally, I can't seem to gross more than $1,300 every single week for like my time out there. I don't know why. Just didn't fucking work out. It is what it is. So yeah. People, another thing that I want to kind of touch on is people want to say, well, what's the best company, and they'll say they want to badmouth and dog a company, and not just Walmart, but just companies in general. You'll hear them badmouth a company so hardcore, and it makes me. People need to understand that you can't have everything you want all the time, and no matter how awesome and great a company is, you will never, ever, ever get everything you want all the time. It's just not going to work out. You should have certain things that are non-negotiables and things that you're willing to waver on, or set to the back burner if sometimes the company's not going to always pull through for you. Because if you think you're going to always get what you want all the time out of any company there is out here in the country, period, you're going to be in for a very rough trucking career, or a career in any job. No job is going to give you what you want 100% of the time. I think another reason why I say Walmart is the best company for what it has to offer is because they work with you. Communication is key, but Walmart will work with you. I needed to be, I talked to her, I was like, hey, I need something that's going to have me closer to home for a little bit, for stuff that's going on at the house. What can y'all do for me? And you have to wait a year before you can transfer. So what they did was, well, since we're doing the, grocery dedicated out of Monroe, you can drive out of Monroe until that ends. So like you guys know, I drove out of Monroe for like a month or a month and a half, something like that. They worked with me. They give you options of your time out. Do you want to be a 7 a.m. out or 9 a.m. out? Now Shelby has an 11 a.m. out. And by the way, I didn't mention it, but we did the realignment, and I got the 6.3, so I'm on the 6.3 now. I'm happy for it. So yeah, I feel like from my personal experience, I feel like Walmart's willing to help you out and meet you in the middle when y'all have to, when there's like kind of have to negotiate on things. But honestly, I can say 9 times out of 10, I really get what I want. And I'm not saying it like in a selfish kind of way. I just mean Walmart takes care of me, and they give me what I want. The company gets what they want out of me, the work, and in return, I feel like they treat me fairly and give me what I want. They take care of me. I get home when I'm supposed to. And like, there have been times when it's just like, hey, I kind of got stuck out there and I end up having to work an extra day and, I wasn't trying to. I've talked to them in the office and I'm like, all right, well, they're just like, all right, well, we still want you to have your 2 days off. So, you can come in, instead of coming in on Thursday, just come in on Friday. Like most companies are going to be like, fuck you, sorry, deal with it. Not Walmart. And, my DC, they work with you, they're cool. But kind of veered off topic a little bit. But I think Walmart's great for the best company for the kind of company that it is, regional. Now let's talk about, before we can say is Walmart the best company for you as a person, you need to understand where you're at in your personal life. And the reason I say this, and I'm going to get into this, is because since I've been at my DC, I've seen people leave Walmart to go to an LTL company to be home daily. And I've seen people quit LTL companies to come to Walmart. They're giving up going home daily. So there's pros and cons to both. You need to look at what your life needs. The purpose of, look at, yourself, your family, your kids, all the factors that are important to you as a person. You need to look at, this is what I've got going on, and see if Walmart's the best fit for you. Because what's going to end up happening is, let's say you're just so starstruck by Walmart that you don't take into account your personal life. You just see the dollar signs, Walmart, that's what I got to do. Now, you go and apply, you get picked up, you go through onboarding, you make it through onboarding, you go through the orientation training, you're on your own, and now you start having, sorry, I threw in some gum and that's like extra minty. Oh my God, that's making my eyes water. Excuse me, but now you're driving for Walmart, but you start having this friction between your job and handling your life at home. And what's going to happen is it's going to cause you to not perform the way you should. It can cause you to make a mistake, or it can cause you to up and quit. And it can turn around and you can start bad-mouthing Walmart, or well, for this example, Walmart, but it could be any company. And it's not the company itself. The company hasn't changed what it does. It's the same thing that they've been doing. The problem is that you jumped in and looked at the dollar signs that Walmart gives you, but you didn't look to see if the rest of it is a good fit for your life. And now you left whatever job you had before to come to Walmart, but you need to have a job that has you home every single day. Walmart's not doing that, or at least they have home daily spots. I've had people in the comment section ask about it. I don't know about them. I don't even know how you can get on to that. I know I have Walmart drivers who watch my channel who been driving for Walmart longer than I've even been driving trucks, period. So maybe if you guys have insight on it, y'all can drop comments, talking about how one could possibly get a spot for a home daily position. Yeah, I digress, but let me get back to what I was saying. So Walmart's fine, but Walmart is not going to serve the correct purpose in your life, and you made a decision to come to Walmart for the wrong reasons. So don't badmouth Walmart or any company. Now, if a company does you wrong, that's one thing. But don't badmouth the company because things didn't work out the way you wanted it to, because your life back home and your job aren't in sync. So yeah, there's ways it works. Prime example, Walmart, we go by seniority, but we also go by when we also are giving out, like, we're not bidding for routes, you're bidding for days out, the day that you leave out. So prime example, let's say the person that's number one person at your DC, he chooses a Monday out schedule, and he leaves out Monday and he goes home on Friday, and you're the new guy and you're stuck working the weekend. It's not like you're going to be like, oh, well, he's working Monday through Friday, so homeboy's going to get 3,200 miles and get a shit ton of activity, and since you're the new guy, you're going to only get maybe 2,200 miles, and you might get some activity because you're launching out on a Friday. That's not how it works. You're bidding for the days out, the day out that you want, not for the amount of work you're going to do. If you could have people who come launch out on a Monday, and they can have the shittiest week period. You could have a rookie or a brand new person, me, I could launch out on a Friday, work the weekend, and have the most epic week there is. So that's how Walmart is. So it's kind of just like you're bidding for the days out that work best for you and your family, whatever program works best for you and your family. And how much money you make is up to you. Walmart has plenty of money and work to pass out to the masses. You're going to be taken care of. I don't care what day you launch out on. You're willing to run, you set your ETDs right, and you're doing what you're supposed to do, you're going to be working harder than a stripper on payday in the military. I'm telling you, you are. You have to look at that versus an LTL company. You're going to be home every single day, but an LTL company, now, those of you who have driven for LTL companies, I've never driven for one, but I've mentioned it before, my dad drove for Sire for like a long ass time. So I grew up seeing a person that was a line haul driver. So and he's talked to me about it. Actually, Saya, I'm not gonna lie, I've always been transparent with you guys. Saya actually called me and asked me, we have an interview for a line haul spot, and because I applied to them like around the time I applied to Walmart, and they're just like, hey, we have a spot in North Augusta, you want a line haul spot, home daily? And I'm just like, no, I drive for Walmart, y'all can keep it. Click. Thanks for the offer, but I'm not leaving Walmart. not for that. Sorry, something's gonna have to be really next level fucking awesome for me to leave Walmart, and I just don't see that happening for where my life is. Walmart is the place to be for me. But in line haul, they bid on routes. So you'll go in let's say you have a route that has you go from North Augusta, South Carolina to Atlanta, Georgia, and then Atlanta back to North Augusta when it's time for you to, end up going home. So you'll come to work the dock, get your load and whatnot, launch out, go to Atlanta, work the dock out there, turn around, get your stuff ready, load the truck up, go from Atlanta back to North Augusta, and that's your shift. And that's what you're going to do. Now, they bid on seniority too, but all the routes don't necessarily pay the same. So it's quite possible for you to get a route where you could be stuck making $85,000 a year, and that's it. That's it. You might, 85,000 plus or minus $2,000 a year. So I'd give it a window of 83 to 87. That's where you're going to be stuck at, and it is what it is. And let's say you're at a small place where it takes years for you to move up in seniority. You could be stuck making that. Now, yeah, great, you're home every single day, but that's just where you're at, and it is what it is. Walmart, the sky's the limit. Literally, it is up to how hard you're willing to work. So there's that. Another thing I want to talk about is I want to talk about over the road guys a little bit too. You have there's sections to it, you know. Over the road people, the home work-life balance is very low. Walmart is here, LTL companies are here, and this is the home work-life balance that I'm talking about. Now, if we talk about pay, you'll have over the road here, Walmart here, and LTL company here. And you're probably gonna say, well, over the road guys make more. And I'm gonna be quite honest, it depends on the company you drive for. Yes, you could be an over the road person driving for rail, you're not gonna touch what a driver makes at Walmart. But you could be an over the road person at ATS and blow the back out of what somebody makes at Walmart. Now, here's why. This is where the home life and money and all that stuff works out. Let's say we make it a level playing field. Walmart, you have your 5 days on, 2 days off, you work every single week of the year. In order for us to make it a level playing field, an over-the-road driver would have to never come home. Let's say I stayed at ATS and I stayed out on the road for a full year, 365 days a year, nobody at Walmart would touch what I had made at ATS. Because my gross, yes, it's very up and down, but more often than not, my gross weekly was more than what I'm grossing now at Walmart. So if I stayed out for every week of the year, 52 weeks of the year, now I left home January 1st, 2019, and I didn't get home till January 1st, 2020, the full 365 days. At the end of that, year, how much I grossed for that year would be a lot more than what a driver at Walmart would make. At least from my experience at ATS. But with that being said, your home, quite frankly put, hypothetically speaking, how in the world do I think I would be able to manage a relationship in my family and my, all of it, if I literally didn't see Janisha, my fiance? Oh, by the way, I'm engaged now. I also didn't say that on the channel, but yes, I'm engaged now. How would that work out if I stayed on the road for a full year, didn't see my fiance for a year, didn't see the kids for a year, didn't see my parents for a year, didn't see anybody for a year? Do y'all think I would have a fiance right now? Like, my life would have gone to hell in a handbasket. So it's unrealistic. You'd make more than the Walmart driver makes, but literally every other aspect of your life would be fucking gone. Now let's compare Walmart to an LTL driver. I would literally be home every single day had I taken that position at Saia. That'd be epic. Literally, I could see Janisha every single day, see the kids every single day, see my parents, more often than, just on my days off. I could go to the gym every day because, I like working out. I could go to the gym. Stay in your lane, sir. I could go to the gym daily. I could literally live a normal life, like people that, have a 9-to-5 job. Do my trip at night, come home, go to the gym in the morning when I get off work, slide by the house and see Janisha. I'll go home, hang out with Janisha and get some rest. She's working from home because that's what her job has her doing because of the pandemic. I mean, that would be awesome. But as far as the pay thing, I'm kind of giving up the pay a little bit because I could get stuck in a certain spot. Not to mention, LTL companies, they're very much so dictated by the economy. People were actually getting laid off and cut out where I live when the pandemic was in full effect. and we were actually having to stay at home because freight wasn't moving, and people just weren't having a job. They just had nothing to move. Walmart ain't slowed down one bit. Walmart picked up. That's what made me realize, hey, this is the place I need to be. So yeah, I know it's kind of long-winded. It's a nice little lengthy video, but I think this is a video that very much so needs to be discussed and talked about. You know, there are different types of companies. You know, I'm just going to kind of just, you know, those who are military, I'm going to piggyback off of what the CEO said. I'm going to just go ahead and do a recap. You know, understand the 3 types of companies: OTR, regional, local, home daily. Understand the purpose that they serve, and understand where your life is to see which one fits best for you. So, yeah, I think for the kind of company Walmart is, a regional home weekly company, I think it is the best out there. I think you're going to be hard pressed to find a company that's regional. You're working 5 days a week, off for 2, where you can come in out the gate, lowest pay level, making $89,500 a year, basically $90,000 a year at the base pay level. I think you'd be very hard pressed to find a company that's going to compete with that at a regional level. So that's my 2 cents on this question: is Walmart the best company to drive for? I want to say for what it is, yes, Walmart is the best. But you need to look at what your life needs, what you and your life and your family and the things that are important to you outside that truck. You need to assess what kind of job you need to have in order to maintain your family. And Walmart might not be that for you. You might need to have a job that has you home every single day. Vice versa, I have a friend who actually prefers over the road, because actually being over the road works best for him in his life. You know, his kids are grown. You know, works best for him in his life and his marriage. Him being over the road. You know, absence makes the heart grow fonder, or whatever that saying is. Yeah, that's what works for him. So, yeah. As always, guys, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch y'all on the next video. I'm almost to the house. It's been a long night. Yeah. Hope you guys enjoy this. Tell me what y'all's thoughts are on this video in the comment section. You know, let me know what you think. You know, if you have something to add to what I had to say, you know, like always, add to it. Or if you think, you know, there's a flaw in my logic and, you know, you want to talk about it, you know, say, hey, Raymond, you know, that sounds good, but, you know, here's my experience. This is what I think. You know, I think this is something that you probably might have overlooked while, you know, talking about, you know, this topic. You know, drop it in the comment section. We'll talk about it. You know, we'll chop it up. But, yeah. I'll catch you guys later. I'm going to enjoy my 3 days off. Have no idea what I'm going to do. I had a honey to-do list, and I absolutely murdered that list last time I was home. Like, I made, Janisha had stuff for me to do, and I had a long list of stuff that I needed to do. And yeah, I just absolutely killed the list. It was just like, you don't have to do it all right now. You know, you can spread it out over a few weeks, but I like to stay moving. So I end up kind of fucking myself and doing everything. So now I'm just like, well, what? It's like, What do I do with these? What do I do with my hands? I don't know. We might go see a movie or two. We like to go to the movies. I don't know. Maybe we should go to Top Golf. I think that would be fun. Top Golf is a good time. We don't have the kids, so it's just us. I don't know. We'll talk about it. I'm about to pull up at the house now. We'll talk about it. She and I'll figure it out. But anyway, guys, catch y'all on the flip side, and see y'all later.